think this is gonna be a series. Let's make Jack today, and then don't forget to follow along because we are going to be testing out some ways that you can make yard characters without a Cricut or with your Cricut, but a bunch of different ways. Welcome back to October. Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. I'm Auntie Tay. If you guys are new here, that's who I am. If you're not, welcome back. I've missed you. You guys, I have come up with like 6 different ways to make off the mat characters. As I was creating these adorable guys, which are free to my newsletter subscribers for the rest of 2023, I have pre-sliced them so that when you upload them into Design Space, you just cut them. And I've compiled them so that they save the most material. And then there are a few different materials that you can use when making these yard characters. Jack, I am also including free in my newsletter. So he is 8 foot tall. We are gonna be using heat transfer vinyl, paint, and wood. And that's it. Then we are gonna embellish just for fun, but you don't have to. We're gonna use some glitter, we're gonna use some bling. Let's make Jack today. So these guys are just paper and vinyl, and I have them on a reel, but this is old news, okay? These are great ways to make yard characters, and they're on the plastic, corrugated plastic, but we're going big. We're making them on wood, we're making them waterproof, we're making them last, and we're actually gonna put them to the test this year because I've got some really creative ideas, and I'm like, will that last through Christmas? But we will see. I do have high hopes for Jack. Jack you can take down after Halloween, or you could decorate him for Christmas. So that's why I wanted to start with Jack, because he is our character that we can start earlier in the year, and then we can also take him and leave him up and decorate him for Christmas, add his Santa hat, add all the things, and he can stay Christmassy. Also, if you want this design, it's also free in my newsletter as well. This is a DTF print that I did on this crew, and it's free to my newsletter subscribers. If you're not a member, my goal as a designer is to design files for you that are fast and easy for you to use with your Cricut or your other machines like your lasers. All right, let's go make a Jack. Okay, so I'm first gonna upload the file that I designed into Cricut Design Space, and he's ready to go the way that he comes in. It's using on the mat, but you can do this with Smart Heat Transfer Vinyl, that's Cricut brand, and you could just cut the whole thing. If you are using Smart Vinyl because you have a Cricut Explore 3 or the Maker 3, then that's a very quick way to do this. I'm gonna use my older machines because I know a lot of you guys have the older machines, and I'm just gonna do on the mat, and I'm gonna do a 12 by 24 inch mat because I am scaling him just a little bit bigger than if you were to cut him on a 12 by 12. He will fit on a 12 by 12. You just have to make sure that all the pieces are at least 11.5 by 11.5 or smaller. You can scale him down to do him 6 feet or 4 feet, depending on what you want or what you need him for too. But he's ready to go at 8 feet, so we're gonna do him at 8 feet. So I'm using the HTVront black heat transfer vinyl. I got it on Amazon. I can't remember how many feet it is, but I think it's 20, and it's a pretty good deal in price. Now like I said, you can use Smart Vinyl, and this will go a lot faster, or you can just do this on 4 mats and you're done and ready for Jack. But I will say this came with a weeding tool, so I didn't know that was gonna happen. These are really cool. They have interchangeable lids, and they have like different tools you can buy with HTVront stuff. And I guess I'm gonna have a bunch of them because every time I buy heat transfer vinyl, I might get a new one. What I did was I bought this roll, and I have a link in my Amazon store. I have a whole set of all the things that I bought on Amazon for all the characters that will include all the styles of the characters. So for this character, you really just need heat transfer vinyl, plywood, and paint. So I'm living for this method so far, but we will see which one I like in the end. All right, so I'm just gonna lay shiny side down. If you don't know how to cut heat transfer vinyl, I suggest learning your basics before you try an 8 foot Jack Skellington. Just saying. Okay, so I'm gonna cut off anything that doesn't have parts of him on it because there's a lot of leftover heat transfer vinyl. When you put the heat transfer vinyl shiny side down onto the warmed up surface, it'll start to create it to be a little bit more pliable. and it makes weeding a lot easier. Because I think this is my first time using HTVront's heat transfer vinyl, is it does not weed as buttery as Caesar. So, but I am gonna use it today because I think that it's the best for this project right now because it's cheaper. You can see this is just, I think, the back of him because he's very skinny, and his arm. Okay, I think I realized why it's so hard to weed. They're sticky. This part is so sticky. Okay, so I printed out the guide that I've included with the file, and I just started laying him out on my garage floor while my niece started painting the plywood. I ordered this from Lowe's, and I just ordered online, and they loaded it up in my car for me. And then we're using white latex Krylon paint and just this handheld heat transfer iron that you can get on Amazon, and any brand will work. I think this is the cheaper brand of them. And then I just slowly went over all the little pieces and slowly peeled it up, and if there are any spots that needed to be re-hit, you could just hit them again. And then we just took a skill saw and cut outside of him. This was our first time using a skill saw, so we decided to kind of make a larger outline, and we want to get more detailed with the next characters. But we just sanded the edges, sealed it with paint, and then we were good to go. All right, our first character is done. So we learned a lot. It was mine and my niece's first time using a skill saw, so that's all good. But I should have lowered him a bit because his feet are a little high and his head was a little high, so I didn't get the like shape that I wanted around his head. But I'm gonna put a Santa hat on him, so he's gonna be super cute.